have you for 30 minutes and time's disappearing. We're enjoying this show, and people out there need to understand what you're talking about and how you can help them. So when we're talking about how to transform your life, if we were to condense this into 3 or 4 steps, what would you recommend people do to transform their lives?
Because what they have to do, personal development is the key. So if you're unable to do that on your own, you need to make sure that you get somewhere that's going to look at you understanding who you are. And basically it's not about, so there's 2 things: you can do counseling or you can do coaching. So what I do is coaching. What coaching does, rather than focus on the problem, it's less on the problems of where you are going to. So what you're looking to do, if there's a feeling of disconnect or uncertainty in you, then that needs to be addressed. Sometimes we just dismiss it and we say that this is okay. No, it's your body telling you that something needs to be done. So do not dismiss it. In order to transform, look at the things that you are attached to. Anything that you are attached to that's outside of yourself, that can be removed. That means it's going to be controlling your emotions. Remember, I started off by saying the most important relationship will be the one that you have with you. So you need to start having that relationship with yourself. You need to start creating that harmony inside of yourself. And then the third one, I will say, start enjoying your personal space. So many people don't like having time on their own and having space, but space allows you to be you, an individual to be you, so you can actually hear yourself, getting clarity and listening to yourself, and so you start getting answers. One thing I teach people on my course is that, you know, whenever your body is reacting to something, don't say that I don't understand. Stay with it until you understand, whether it's a week, whether it's 2 weeks, whether it's 3 weeks. Even myself, who's been on this journey for a long time, I've had an instant in my body for the past 6 weeks. But because I know what I have to do, I stayed with it until I got a release on Monday. Your body should not be in strife. It should be in unrest. Your body should be in peace. And that's one of the main things about knowing your identity, that you get peace inside first, so you can get peace outside. And I'm going to also nick a quote from Maya Angelou. She said, this is what success is. Success is knowing yourself, and knowing yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. So get to like yourself, like how you are, and like what you do.
Wow.
With no disconnect.
Like yourself. Know yourself, like yourself, and like what you do. So you're telling me that there's thousands of people out there who really don't like themselves?
I would say there's a vast majority of people who don't like themselves, and they're not aware of it because we've got so used to being comfortable in our state. And so many times we compare ourselves to other people, and we compare ourselves to the narrative that, do you know what, this life is successful. I've got the house, I've got the car, I've got the children, I've got the holiday, and I'm not as bad as that person anyway. So do you know what? Yeah, this is really good. So we sit with that. And if our life is better than the average person, we think, okay, this is fine. But if you've not been on that journey of self-reflection, and if there's even just one little bit of discord in you, when you're sat down, that feeling of not feeling 100% satisfied, 100% fulfilled, then there's a journey for you to do. And this goes from the CEO, from the person who's just come into the country, who's got English as their second language.
Wow, folks, do you hear that? There is a journey for you to do. Sarah Townsend today is telling you to be transformed. You've got to go on that journey yourself. You have to personally develop yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to know yourself and like what you do. Now, there's one thing I want you to elaborate on before we disappear today. And that's a statement that you made yesterday. You said, don't leave your brains at the door. Miss the show, you got to be on this show.